In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Every year when I come to this service, I wonder what people must think when we read this text from the Gospel of Matthew and then do the exact opposite. Over the years, I've come up with several theories which I have shared and sometimes just avoided the topic altogether because I'm sick of talking about it. But this year I decided to come back to the drawing board and try to look at it with fresh eyes. I was trained in seminary to look at texts critically, always considering the context, not only within the Bible, but the time and the place that it was written. I was also trained to look at my own innate biases in regards to the text. I also realized at one point in seminary that I was extra sensitive about hypocrisy in the Bible. Anytime the Bible seemed to contradict itself, or anytime we as Christians flagrantly contradicted our core beliefs. This year, it occurred to me that I might be a little overly preoccupied with our practice of putting ashes on our forehead after reading a gospel which clearly states that you should not disfigure your face and be sure to wash your face. I was worried about how it looked, how people might judge Christians as hypocrites. Then I read a commentary, and it opened my eyes. The commentator reminded me that this was not meant to be taken literally, which is not something I usually need to be reminded of in the Bible. But Jesus was using a tool that he often used, that of hyperbole, talking about extremes. When talking about giving alms or money and offering, he used two examples. One was the person who blew a horn before giving money to charity, and the other was a person who was so sneaky about giving that one hand didn't know what the other hand was doing. And we all know that would be impossible. Jesus was simply trying to illustrate the point that we are not to do things just for the sake of being seen by others. It's like when you wait for the barista at Starbucks to turn around before you put the tip in the jar because you want to make sure they know you tipped them. That's not really the reason. However, these examples that he used, like putting oil on your head while fasting, were not meant to be new commandments or rules. They were simply examples. What Jesus was trying to emphasize was the motivation behind these actions, not the actions themselves. There's one word that comes up over and over in these